We've always been fascinated by mysteries, especially those involving international intrigue and unanswered questions. And today, we're diving into one of the most perplexing incidents in U.S. naval history, the attack on the USS Liberty. Now you might be wondering, what's so special about this particular ship? Well, let me tell you, it's not just any ordinary vessel. The USS Liberty was a spy ship, disguised as a harmless cargo vessel, but packed with cutting-edge surveillance equipment. Its mission? To intercept communications during the height of the Cold War. But on June 8, 1967, something went terribly wrong. In the midst of the six-day war between Israel and its Arab neighbors, the Liberty was attacked by Israeli forces, resulting in the deaths of 34 American crew members and injuries to over 170 others. Let's start by breaking down what exactly the USS Liberty was. You see, this ship had a pretty interesting history. It wasn't always a spy ship. It actually started its life as a simple cargo vessel during World War II. But, as the Cold War ramped up, the US government realized they needed a way to gather intelligence without raising suspicions, and that's where ships like the Liberty came in. The National Security Agency, or NSA, took these old cargo ships and fitted them with state-of-the-art surveillance equipment. We're talking about massive antennas, sophisticated radio receivers, and cryptographic gear, all hidden beneath an innocent-looking exterior. By June 1967, the Liberty had been transformed into a floating listening post, capable of monitoring radio traffic across vast distances. Now let's zoom in on that fateful day, June 8, 1967. The USS Liberty was stationed in international waters off the coast of the Sinai Peninsula. The crew was going about their usual business when suddenly all hell broke loose. At around 2 p.m. local time, Israeli fighter jets appeared out of nowhere and began strafing the ship with rockets and machine gun fire. But, this wasn't just a brief encounter. The attack went on for over an hour. Israeli torpedo boats joined in, launching deadly payloads into the Liberty's hull. The Liberty was flying a large American flag and had clear markings identifying it as a U.S. Navy vessel. The crew frantically tried to signal their identity, but the assault continued relentlessly. When the smoke cleared, the toll was devastating. 34 American sailors dead, over 170 injured, and the Liberty was barely staying afloat. Within hours, Israel claimed the attack was a tragic case of mistaken identity. They said they had mistaken the Liberty for an Egyptian ship. So where does this leave us? More than half a century later, the USS Liberty incident remains shrouded in controversy. Let's break down some of the key questions that continue to puzzle historians and researchers. First, there's the issue of identification. How could highly trained Israeli pilots and naval officers fail to recognize an American ship? Some theories suggest that Israel might have known the Liberty's identity but attacked anyway to prevent it from intercepting sensitive communications. Others argue it was an attempt to draw the US into the conflict by blaming the attack on Egypt. But none of these theories have been conclusively proven or disproven. Then there's the question of the US response. Why was assistance delayed? Why did the US government seem so quick to accept Israel's explanation? Some speculate about a cover-up to protect the US-Israel alliance, while others point to the fog of war and the chaos of the ongoing six-day war. The survivors of the Liberty have been vocal in their frustration, calling for a more thorough investigation. As we come to the end of our journey through this Cold War mystery, I can't help but feel that we've only scratched the surface. The USS Liberty incident remains a poignant reminder of how complex and sometimes tragic international relations can be. It challenges us to question, to dig deeper, and to never take official narratives at face value. Whether it was a terrible accident or something more sinister, the attack on the Liberty continues to provoke important questions about truth, justice, and the responsibilities of nations to their citizens and to history. As we move forward, it's crucial that we keep asking these difficult questions, not just about the Liberty, but about all aspects of our shared global history. Because it's only by confronting these uncomfortable truths that we can hope to learn from the past and build a better, more transparent future. So, the next time you hear about a historical event that seems a little too neatly wrapped up, remember the USS Liberty, remember that there's often more to the story than meets the eye, and most importantly, never stop asking questions.